Mic check, mic check. Hopefully it's all working this time. You got good audio? Mic's a little low. Okay. Mic a little low. How about that? Everybody good? Is that a better mic? Or is that too much? I feel like I've got it a little too high. Turn it up more. Okay. How about that? Is this better? Mic check, mic check. We doing good? Everybody able to hear me? Can't really. Well, I don't know. It's saying it's good. Still low. All right. Recording devices. Let's see what's going on. Set as default. Okay. Device, microphone, done. All right, mic check, mic check. How about that? Is that working any better? Monitor and output. My computer and headset are at max and you're a whisper. Oh, awesome. Okay. Oh, why is it doing this tonight? Listen, levels. Mic check. Whoa. That was a bit high. Let me turn the gain down and turn this up. Mic check, mic check. Is that better for everyone? Hopefully it didn't blow anybody out. Better? Alright, let me put it up a little bit more. How about that? Is that better? Sometimes it helps if I talk a little bit louder anyway, but I'm trying to talk normal. See if you guys can hear me okay. Still low. That is so weird. Like never had to. Okay, that's much better. All right. I don't know what's going on. I've never had to play with it this much, but I guess if that's better, then hey, it's better. All right. I'm gonna have to turn down my speaker. I'm having a weird oscillation. I can hear myself. All right. Well, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out. It's been an interesting Christmas to say the least. I got 2 gifts that I brought myself. They're on their way. If everything goes right, the first one will be here on January 2nd and should be able to do a live stream build of it next Saturday the 5th, provided it gets delivered, which will be the dual extruder setup, the E2 upgrade for the Tronxy X5S. So we'll put that on a live build. Hi, Bubba. Yes. Good night, Bubba. We'll do a live build of it, first print, all of that taking from kind of what I've already got, which Yeah, it's a little hard at this angle. Let me see if I can. All right, so it's got a lot of orange and some extra pieces, but from what I've mapped out, it's not gonna be like the E2 upgrade is not gonna interfere with what I've already got, so it'll essentially be a factory upgrade. I mean, yeah, I've done the bed lowering, the bed knobs, but really I haven't changed much else other than I did split the bed to a 24 volt, you know what I mean? So like for the, and then just move the extruder mount to be on the front edge over there with a different kind of piece. So when we change out the hot end and the screen that's like on the table, my finger hopefully right there, I mean the board's underneath anyway, so it should make up for it and be a decent kind of factory-ish type replacement for everything. So looking forward to that. And then I'm waiting on a confirmation email. Gift number 2 is an HE3D K280 large format Delta, which the extrusion itself, or the print volume, is 600 millimeters tall, so double the current Delta. And I've already measured the extrusion from the frame width that they were saying, and if I put it flat on the table, the top of just the frame bar, the one rail, will go taller than the top of the filament as it sits on the Delta right now. It's actually like almost an inch taller than that. So yeah, that's going to be interesting having that big of a Delta, and I'm really looking forward to it. But like I said, I'm just waiting on the confirmation shipping tracking number so that I can even try to schedule it. But based off of the rough estimates, let me see, they said so it'll probably be like the 19th before we'll be able to do that one, provided it ships and arrives with no other issues. But yeah, definitely that'd be another live stream build. So yeah, I got some good stuff coming up for the new year. I mean, granted, both of those would be in the new year. So yeah, as you can see, I got all the parts taken out for other than the X carriage, for the kids' new printer. So I just need to do some tweaking before I start printing the extrusion. I kind of want to wait until the new Delta actually shows up to print some of the extrusions, because they want like single, if I go by factory specs that they've done, it needs to be 500 millimeters, and I don't want to print, well, I kind of designed this little adapter coupling so that I could take the 2 square tubing pieces and join them. This one's a little too big, but it should work out pretty well. I mean, this is pretty strong, I would say. I mean, it's surprised me how well this is actually, like, how much strength is in this, because I mean it's hollow, but it is printed on the trunksy with the 0.6 nozzle. I've got at least 3 perimeters right now. They've melted together very nicely. This one's just a hair big. I gotta shrink it down just a little bit more, but the test fitting is already going well. But I think this was kind of a last desperation, because I was doing this before I even thought of the Delta. So now that I've got the Delta in mind and purchased, I'm thinking I'll just print some 500 millimeter single pieces, and that way, you know, I don't have to worry about a stress point, introduce extra vibration, none of that stuff. But so yeah, on to tonight's major theme. So I've been playing around with some delta heights. I've been following this guide and would love community help with the math because it's still a little crazy. So we were supposed to print 2 cubes, vase mode, at 2 specific layer heights to accentuate the issues that are being faced. So I don't know how well this is going to capture on in frame. Hopefully there's enough light. So yeah, I've got, if you can see kind of the, if I can get it to focus there. Yeah. All right, so the cube, oh, man. Come on. I don't know how well you can see it. So we got like a tree ring pattern on this cube. It's a little hard to see sometimes if I don't get the right angle. And then this one is practically the same layer. I mean, all the way around where there we go. You can see a little bit of a sway, but for the most part, I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, hard to see. Like this one, the other cube, man, that light is just driving me nuts right now. Okay, come on, focus. So the one side of the cube looks pretty decent, but then the other side of the cube, you get the U-shaped tree pattern. There we go. Right there is probably pretty good. I move. So, and I'll try to post some pictures of it on the page here in a minute, but so yeah, the article was basically going over all of that and how to calculate the better layer height for the delta because of that natural arm bow swing ratio, all of that. The only problem is, here, let me link the article. Okay, I'm not missing any of that yet. All right. Here's the article that I was reading. Anyway, so the problem is he's using some numbers in the calculations that he's not defining where or how he even got that number. So I'm a little confused. So any help that anybody else could provide would be outstanding. I don't know if anybody watches Filament Friday, but Chep came up with getting the magic numbers for standard T8 lead screw Cartesian style printers, and I mean, it was just really well done. But of course, then when you ask about, okay, well, can you help out with like a delta to try to find the natural, you know, the magic numbers for that, and then of course then the community just kind of, it's just a delta. But I mean, even the test proves that just a hair off on the layer height, and you can introduce noise and artifacts that you don't want to be there. So there's obviously some, and I'm trying to come up with like an Excel spreadsheet that you can just type it in and it'll do all the calculations. So working on it, but it's a little slow at the moment. Let's see. Probably good if I just put it up on the other screen and just make it where it's easier to get what I'm saying. And we will do desktop. Yeah, there we go. All right, so yeah, this is the problem that I'm having is he is using 0.9 degree, but we have a default 1.8 with a NEMA 17. And then I apparently don't have 20 tooth pulleys on the Delta. Mine are 16. But like I said, he just comes up with, you know, one full rotation, the 20 tooth, got it, need to change it to 16. But then he just has this 2mm, but he doesn't show anywhere in this article where the 2mm is even coming from. So that was issue number one. So then when I break it down here and go, okay, well, I'll just keep the 2mm, right? So instead of 40, I get 32 for a 16 tooth times 2. So you put it in here too. So you get the 32 divided by, but it's not a 400 step motor because at a 1.8 degree, it's only 200 steps. So then you divide it by the 200 steps. And you get 0.16 as the step. Okay, 2mm came from the 8mm 4-start lead screw. Okay. But he's already referencing in this whole document that we're not using lead screws in any way. That it's using belts. So that's why I'm saying I don't understand where his 2mm is coming from. Like, because prior to all of this, the only thing he was talking about is turning on the decay. He mentions about the 8825 drivers, finding the steps, you know, for the frequency of the decay. Where was it? And yeah, where it starts off, it just straight says get the STL, cut it at 0.161 and 0.202, and that's where I got the two. Of course, mine were opposite than this. My 202 had the tree mark, and the 161 where it was good. But once you start from here and you start working down the article, that's what I was saying. There's no other reference to where he even got the 2mm. Oh, okay. They have a tooth every 2mm. Okay, so see, that's what I need the community help for. Okay. So, since trolling, you seem to be like the man with the wisdom right now. Plus, sorry I missed your live stream earlier. I came in right at the end because I got the initial notice and then it never notified me again that you were back live. So I thought it was just like a false start. So I missed it. My bad. But I've already been catching up on it. So it was a pretty awesome printer. And Scott actually just got one of those refurbed. Hey, no problem, trolling. Okay, so then for the one full rotation, that calculation would be good. So, but 16 teeth on my printer times 2mm because of the GT2 belts. Yeah, hey, it happens. All right, so don't mind the bottom part. I'm trying some stuff here. All right, so we have the 1.8 motor degree, right? That'd be the, yeah, 1.8 degree stepper. 16 tooth pulley. Sorry, I got a little close to the camera there. Which this is taking 360 divided by the motor degree to get the steps. That way it'll be kind of more of a universal chart here. So this is what I'm trying to figure out is like what would be the increment that we should be working with. So when right now I'm doing the 16 teeth times 2, which is hard coded, and then divide by the steps per rotation, just like he did here. But that gives me, yeah, 0.16 instead of just 0.1. I guess if that so far logically is making sense to everyone. So instead of a 0.04 increment, right, we need to do 0.16 increment, or do we still need to take in the fact that it came with base 4988 drivers and there's 16 microstep? Do I need to do another divide by 16 so that it would be, was it 001 layer steps? Or am I good with just the 0.16? That's what I guess I'm getting confused on, because like further down he's talking about if we did, you know, it'll be out a step if you don't do it right. So like he found that I don't know, hopefully that's in there. You know what, here. Let's zoom this so you guys can actually read what's on the screen. There we go. All right, so he came up with that. And I've tried that layer height and it looks pretty good. And same thing, just the 161 was what we originally did the cube, and that's the one that had no tree banding on it. So he did some weird stuff here. So yeah, like that was good for me, but I normally printed at that. And then this is the one that had the tree barking. So then when you work through the article, and I apologize if I'm like scrolling a bit fast. So right here, you know, if you have a 20 tooth, then the 161 will show the U shape. If you have a 16 tooth, then the 0.202 cube will have the U shape, and that's what I had. So that's how we figured out that I guess the 16 is what I've got. But then it starts going all crazy about, you know, the different decay and different steps, but then they start throwing everything but a 4988 until we get here, and then he just has this one line. But that's what I don't you know what I mean? I'm just trying to make sure I've got like my understanding of this. Okay. 3236 minus 0809. Okay, so it looks like the increment that he used here is like if I keep adding this, I'll get each next break step. So I guess maybe that's just what I need to do, and just print some basic stuff at each one of these, and I guess we'll just see how that comes out. I don't know. What you think? Should we just do it, get it over with? Sup, Sean? Am I saying it right? Probably not. I suck at this. Sean, right? Holmes, Sean. Yeah, Sean. Sweet. You know, we just went to Florida for the holiday, and I didn't even get a chance to call you because we were running around seeing like everybody on her side of the family. It was craziness. But I did get to ride in like 3 different golf carts on the roads. I only got to drive one time, but it was still pretty cool. Kind of miss that. All right. Let's just get this thing going. All right, so yeah, that one was crap. All right, so what was it supposed to be? All right, we will do, since that is essentially what I just did. Let's try that height. But all right, so normal, let's see, 0.2 times 0.18 and 0.18 divided by 0.0809 would give me 2.22. So if I say 0.0809 times 222. First layer height. So I suck at this. And taking pictures, like, sweet. I need to start printing some of your stuff. I need to catch up because I've got like a lot of stuff planned and I've never gotten around to actually doing it. All right, so desired layer height, we're doing 0.0809 0.09, and then let's do a block, say height. Okay. So if I do 0.2, this equals that times that. This is going to be a percentage. I'll do 2. Okay, and we'll do 90%. Okay. So if I do 0.0809, but we need like 200%, right? No, we need like 222. 224%. There we go. Because I've found for the delta at normal 0.2, if I do 90, it's like spot on. I get really good. So for here, because of that weird layer height, so we need 224%. There we go. All right. Fans will stop printing at 25. We'll do a half block. 29 minutes. All right. Slacker. Yeah. Hey, baby. If I looked up in design, it'd be the same way, but most of them are just basics. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, if you haven't already noticed, sorry, getting distracted by the printer. Hold on, let me get this print going first before I start going crazy. All right, so preheat. Okay, and then print. Okay, and we will go. Come on, pull the video feed. Bam. All right. So, in case you haven't noticed, way far over there in the corner, got a New Year goal. Hopefully by my birthday in September, we can get enough money to buy a Prusa Mark III with an MMU2. That would be pretty awesome. If we don't quite get the MMU2, I kind of deal with that. But at least the Mark III. I think that would be pretty outstanding. And I think that would like tap out my collection for now. Of course, I haven't even got my new Delta that I've got, and that already kind of taps me out. So, yeah. Honey, that's my new goal, in case you're only just now seeing that goal up there, since I haven't really talked to you about it. Nice, a resin printer. That'd be nice. Because I don't have anything that need that kind of detail. Yeah, I know, right? Another printer, but that's like 9 months away. So, you know, hey, it's almost like having a baby. And another trunk seat. All right, Shalom. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Well, if anybody is interested, the Maker Farm that's up there. Yeah, the big wood one up there. It is available for sale. And if somebody bought it, that money would directly go right into the fund over here. So, you know. Well, I'm not at 9 per printers yet. Minnesota, yeah. Sometimes it, you know, it's not great to make your other half upset. Oh, still got to print out the Delta sidewalls too. Maybe we'll get one of those going tonight too. Yeah, honey, you won't have to clean any of these printers. They'll stay in here with me and it'll just be a catastrophe like always, right? $20 or $25, jeez. Well, at least you're not doing like Chris over at Today's 3D Print, was it Neary's channel or however you pronounce it? Last count, I heard that guy had like 75 printers now. I'm like, I don't even understand. Your house is like not even big enough to hold that many printers, like, because it's just a standard house. Like, he hasn't converted a garage or anything like that. So I don't know how. I mean, I'm sure most of them aren't even working at this point. I think or usable. I think they're just like stacked on each other, but he never really shows the printers. He just says he's got like 75, so. Yeah. I mean, that new office is pretty sweet. I wouldn't mind having that much room. Alright, why is it seriously going to do that to me today? This thing is taking forever to heat up now. It is a lot of printers. I'm kind of hoping like one day eventually I'll have like a little shed / garage area that can be like my own little printer farm. Just have like, thinking like 3 or 4 rows in the garage space, depending on how big, and then just have a printer, you know, stacked. But I don't want to go like 2 printers high kind of a thing. Just like single row. I don't want too many because that's a lot of filament to like burn through. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind like finding my favorites and just getting a couple of them. Ooh. Yeah, you didn't tell me that. I just knew about the crack, but yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's right. It was quite expensive. Let me check the old email real quick and see if anything came in about the printer. And does not look like it. I mean, they did say 4 to 6 business days. I did order it right at the holiday. Just be really nice to like have that secondary email that says, "Oh, by the way, we already sent it out." That'd be pretty nice. Yeah, nothing in junk mail either. Phooey. Will be enough of that. All right. So yeah. All the fish died? Oh man, that sucks. I didn't know that. I remember you telling me about the crack and trying to get it fixed, and then the side part leaking and that, but yeah, I guess I must have missed that part about the fish dying. Well, the iPad just died. So I guess I got my secondary remote not working now. Ooh, 5 years. Jeez. Alright, so let's see. What did it say the next layer was supposed to be? Alright, so... Excuse me. Alright, so plus 0.168. So 2427 is the other height. So I'll go ahead and pre-slice that and then get that over there. So 2427. But that changes the initial layer height. 2427. So we wanted it like 80%. Nope. 75%. Save that. Yeah, I remember seeing that one, but yeah, I guess my phone's charging. Hold on. Okay, so I guess I never saw this pick after you did the sides seam split fix. I knew you told me about it and that you were getting it fixed. I mean, the tank looks really good. Oh, okay. Let me upload this. 50, 50, 50, and this is 2427. Save that one. Exit preview. Bam. Go Facebook. Messenger. Come on, computer. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, that's the picture of the tank he sent. I mean, it looks good. I still love the color of the wood and everything. Never had fish, so I couldn't say one way or the other. It looks good to me. But yeah. Oh, you just built it? Oh, that's right, because you had the other one that had the that laptop shelf pull out. I thought you just moved it. I didn't know you built a new one just for it. Well, no. I mean, that looks good too. I don't know if y'all saw my pictures way back with the first like case that I made for the X5S. It looked horrible even after all the putty work and everything else. I mean, my thought was good, but it didn't actually work out too well. Ah, see, okay. I guess that's what I was getting confused. I didn't know you had, I guess I didn't remember you had 3 tanks. I thought you just had the one that you were right beside, and that was the one that you were showing me pictures of that broke and had the side seam split. I can't even talk tonight. I don't know how I missed the. There was more than one tank. My bad. See, Christmas has just got me like my head's like not all here yet. Oh. Still need to work on the mini delta. Yeah. Well, hopefully that new site that I sent you, hopefully it's got like everything you need, because it looked pretty good to me. Like, I'm still kind of looking through it now because I was trying to see if maybe I could get some calculations for that, but it's still it has enough different parts. It didn't apply to this one, so I couldn't figure that one out. But they have like a link to their Thingiverse collection. Ooh, jeez. Hopefully enough for the specs so you would know what to maybe order. I mean, they got a replacement part and information. But they only have like bed clips. Oh, there it is, glass bed. So a 120 by 3 is what they're using. They said they got a link for an Amazon and for I can't even pronounce that. Gig Digit, I think. They're also saying a 400 by 205 by 0.5 silicone thermal pad for CPU, GPU heatsink. Oh, never mind. I don't know why you would get 400 if the whole thing is only 120 millimeter. That seems kind of a little crazy. But they do have the link for the belts too. Looks like the Gig Digit is like the main place to do it. Looks like they have almost all the MP Select parts. Hell, that's only $750 for a belt. I mean, I know that's not like a great price or anything. I get that, but I mean, like for a full, it looks like it's a full belt, no brakes. Yeah, one belt only, $750. Or you can do the kit that also has like 3 of the rollers, $22. Just the belts, $16 for all 3. Oh, okay. Tiny loop belt. Yeah, that machine didn't look too big at all. Print does look pretty awesome. Alright, I think I finally got my the autofocus fixed on it, so I mean I haven't noticed it trying to do that weird zoom out as the head is moving around. So hopefully that issue is now solved. Looks like it so far, at least. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to try to log into my Tinkercad and download that at least one of the pieces for the Delta wall, and we'll throw it on the trunk too. Not as well. Still got how much time left? Get logged in here first. So still got about 5 minutes. Delta side panels. Let's tinker this. Hey, welcome back, Craig. You did get your contest winning delivery with no issues, right? I know it's kind of late in all of this. I completely forgot to ask you beforehand. Alright, so that one is going to be just the hard wall, so let's do that one. Okay, just wanted to make sure there was no issues getting it to you. Cool. I like the set. It just the big one just seems to work better for the Delta, but I still use the other two at random points. It's nice just to have that long one so you can just kind of tap down a part if it tries to act a little crazy. But on small pieces, that little one just goes right underneath and pops it out pretty easy. Of course, with the Ultra Base, I'm barely having to hit a lot of the pieces. So mostly I've been using it on the Tronxy just because it's just a PEI coated glass. I'm thinking of ordering at the next like major point that I can one of the Tronxy branded Ultra Bases that's the full right size, so it fits over the whole thing. But it works, so I don't really want to change it, but at the same time I like the Ultra Base where I can just tap apart and it pops right off. So I don't know. I haven't really had any problems with the Tronxy, so it's really hard for me to justify buying it. That layer height isn't like super great. I can start to see a little bit of the treeing like right there in the middle. Or excuse me, on the very outer two edges there. All right, Delta side panel number 1. Let's throw that in to the Tronxy. Bam. Okay, so if I do that. Let's rotate it. Nope. Yeah. 90. Okay. All right. Sweet. I'm jealous, man, because my E2 won't. It says it won't even be here till the 2nd. And then I still have to. Well, I mean, you got to build your whole thing too. I just got to do a hot end and motherboard and screen, but still, you got the larger size. Still really cool. That's awesome. All right. Well, I mean, you ordered before me and it's getting delivered before me, so it makes sense. I'm not mad at you. I could have ordered it like a couple of days prior. I just kept delaying and I was like, do I really want to do it? And I started moving money around, and then I was like trying to figure it out. Then I was like, all right, yeah, I just need to buy it. I keep talking about it, so I might as well. Yeah, hopefully the holiday doesn't interrupt it. That'd be awesome if you get it Monday. Yeah. So that's actually pretty fast. Actually, it sounds like. So you think that's going to come with the correct Core XY, or is it going to kind of be that H-bot kind of weird thing? Well, hopefully it's not too much paint. All right. Oh, go. Well, hello, Tony Ryan. Well, Craig, either way, if it's the HBot design or Core XY design, we should be able to help you out, no problem. Maybe not so much me, it may be more Scott, but then again, I don't know. I'm picking up all these weird things and it makes sense. I just can't do it on mine, but I can help everybody else do it on theirs. So who knows? Are you going to try to broadcast your build or just take pictures? MD Lab printer. I've never even heard of that. Hold on, let me hit the Googles. All right, so hey Tony, what kind is it? Looks like they have a lot of different printers. $10 by $310. Oh, $410. Oh, nice. 310, 310, 410. Yeah, I've got my X5S modded just enough that I can do the 330 by 330 by 415. Got an extra 15. I can technically go 416, but literally at 416, that's when it bottoms out on the motors. So safely with that extra millimeter like pillow, I can do 415. So all right, I'm getting sidetracked here. I need to try to get this thing to printing. All right, don't stop, keep printing. All right, prepare to print. Wow, that thing is still gonna take 2 hours? Why? Uh-oh. My holes aren't there. Why did it not print? That didn't even download the holes, that's why. Okay. Oh, I saved something wrong on this. Because I didn't group it first. Yeah. Because I literally did this selected shape and I only had the base layer selected. There's the holes. Mine does 427 with my version of the bed lowering. Yeah, can you send me the updated link for that? Please. Because I thought I used yours, but I think I only used like the mid one. I don't know. But yeah, 427, another, what, 10 millimeters? That'd be nice. chocolate chip cookies. Those are nice. Alright, so I guess real quick before I sent the print job. Bam. So yeah, it's gonna take up almost from front to back. Because I got that PEI split line, like it'll be like right there. So I figured it'd be better to have a vertical line than one going all the way across the whole thing. Oh, Tony, I'm sorry. That sucks. 2 hours of work? Alright, well, let's get this thing sent over. Bam. Get the X5S going here in a second once I find the right screen. There we go. Why did this get all... Oh, and just so you know, Scott, because I don't know if I actually broadcast it, but the Tronxy is actually running Marlin 2.0. And so far it's been great. I've gotten everything. My load unload scripts work awesome. It actually helped print all my Christmas gifts. So far it's actually been doing pretty cool. What was I doing? Oh yeah, there. Load the part. Alright, preheat. That'll cool just a little bit more, and then we'll take it off the bed. Tony. Well, I got Oreo double stuff. Hey, is that sharing enough too? Well, Scott, if it wouldn't take like half an hour to drive into town, I'd probably say you could order like Pizza Hut and get that, like, was it that cookie brownie thing that they got going? That kind of solve cookies and a brownie all in one. I don't know. They may be too far. Move myself to the main screen? I don't think so. I don't want to be that big. Sorry, I just read my messages. Hey, mint Milano. There we go. I don't really like mint so much, but you know. Almost done preheating. I guess I probably need to spritz the bed.
Good night, Daddy.
Good night, Bubba.
Daddy.
Hold on. Good night, Bubba.
Hope you have a great flight.
Thank you.
I didn't want to go to bed.
Yeah, none of us ever really want to go to bed, but you know what? We gotta get sleep for today.
They really wanted to be Christmas.
Baby, it already was Christmas.
They wanted to be.
You want to do it for next year's Christmas again? You gotta wait for your birthday and Mommy's birthday, and then Evan's birthday, and then my birthday, and then Maymay's birthday, and then it'll be Turkey Day, and then it'll be Christmas. We gotta.
After Turkey Day, it's gonna be Christmas.
Yeah. We gotta wait till Turkey Day again. But you get to have your birthday, then your brother's birthday, then your birthday, Mommy's birthday, your brother's birthday, your other brother's, or then Daddy's birthday, then your other brother's birthday, and then Turkey Day, and then Christmas. So there's a bunch of like holidays we get to
have. And when it's nighttime, can we make s'mores?
Sure.
When Christmas is over.
Yeah. Maybe we'll even make s'mores this weekend. Not tonight, but maybe sometime this weekend. Maybe, baby. Get some sleep. Love you, baby girl. Alright, sorry about that. I had to put the girl to bed. She's already crying that she wants it to be Christmas again. My kid loves Christmas. Alright. Dark blue, strong hero. Get to printing. Oh. Hi, dog. Oh, and Craig, if you hopefully you're back. Yeah, I do have a question. I was able to get by Larry and I set up. Right, I'm gonna create a pattern. Right, what should the Z fade be set at? I have turned it on, but I haven't set anything for my fade height. I kind of, it said in the description, if I remember right, that it's a value that can be auto calibrated, so I just left that part alone. I just let it do its thing. Make sure this layer is going down right. A little low on that back corner. That back corner.
How is it that our kids are always thirsty right at the
Because they want to delay whatever way they can and not have to go to bed.
Guess who asked for a drink?
Huh?
Guess who asked for a drink?
Mason. That way. Wow. Yeah, I don't even have a double oven, but Craig, I was gonna let you know I did find a 2E was a not a Chimera, Cyclops, Pet Fang hot end. So I'm gonna be printing that out and like kind of prep for this thing upgrade. Yeah, so I'm gonna print that out and have that like ready to go because it uses the 50/50 fan. So if you want, you can search for it if you want to pre-print yours out. If not, if you want to just wait and do stock for a little bit, I'll give you my best review that I can once I get it and install it and let you know how it works. Bed height is the point at which the bed correction is tuned out. Ah. Okay, well, I would hope that my bed level is good since I can let it go this like almost 310 straight line distance so far, and it's pretty flat even by the picture so far. Well, hopefully this doesn't turn out to be a fail because I just realized because I'm hearing this weird clicking noise. Can't see it in the camera, but the as you're looking at the video feed, the right side, okay, the right side lead screw bearing piece. I forgot right before I left for the holidays, I had a weird click noise when I was doing all the Christmas gifts, like one of the last ones, because the T-nut completely fell out of that because apparently I didn't have it locked in after I did my adjustments. So right now, as the Z was doing its little hop adjustment, you can hear it click click as it just barely shakes that metal up there. For making sure that it actually didn't have any issues tonight, Scott, unfortunately I only did 90. Because I guess I kind of half remembered that that metal piece was kind of messed up, but I couldn't remember why. I just had it in my mind that I needed to make sure I went just a little bit slower to avoid any issues. So I probably should have checked that already. I know it's slow, but you know, mine's right now maxing out at 130, so even with that E3D, I think, I don't know, I'm debating like tuning the extruder just a little higher, but I kind of don't want to either. Because I'm going to be redoing all of this for the 2E, so maybe it'll get better. Maybe that driver will just work better anyway, and the motor can just stay as is, or you know, whatever the guide says to adjust it just a little bit, and everything else will be good to go. I can, and Craig, I can push it all the way to 150. It's just the extruder can't keep up. Now that I've got a genuine E3D on there, it can do it. It just, the extruder is not gripping well enough to send that much. It skips quite a lot. 130, I can kind of safely get a good smooth flow with very little anything. 90, I get absolutely no clicking, and it works. Like, I don't have any issues, so, which is fine. It's still faster than anything else I got, so, you know. So are we thinking the 32-bit controller would let me do 150 with no issue? Or what max range are we thinking that new controller will be able to handle? Kind of want to see like what upper limit I'm going to be looking at. That'd be pretty cool. Personalized full voltage when at full amp draw. Low voltage means less watts and lower drive current. 200? Ooh, that'd be awesome. Good thing, yeah. Tony, I'll definitely double check. That's kind of the main reason why I split to a 24 volt just for the bed, because I knew it was putting a lot of strain on the stock power supply with everything. Plus, it was just taking forever with this open frame with no insulation under. It was really struggling to heat the bed. Now it doesn't do anything. So yeah, I haven't double checked the voltage under load like this. I probably should. Well, I'll definitely like to shoot for 200. That would be pretty awesome if we can actually pull that off. I guess just wondering. Yeah. Well, Scott, you got the good batch. I think I got like the semi-good batch where the frame and all the other parts were good. It was just the bed was kind of eh. So the PSU was kind of eh, you know. Let me get a close-up look on that. Ooh. Man, that looks nice. Hard to show from this angle, but yeah, it definitely looks nice and smooth. All right, well, this print is done. Oh yeah, sorry. I guess I should have shown the camera angle on that. That like lifts right off. All right, so that looks pretty nice. Put that. And okay, there we go. I mean, turn in the whole. There we go. Those layer lines are like practically invisible. I mean, I know it's not the greatest camera either, but that looks like a win. We can show it in this one. I mean, look at that. That looks pretty outstanding. Now, this is the one that I was saying that can kinda. Oh, come on, focus. Jeez. Stop getting the stuff in the background. There we go. See, it's got it just on the outer edges. So I wonder if I need to tweak the layers still, just a little. But that's why I was trying to get the Layer adjustments. Man, that looks pretty outstanding though. Just even with that slight bit of under extrusion. I mean, I'm getting 0.38 or 0.39 and then a 0.40, 0.4. So it's so close. Just a hair. No? Okay, maybe I just measured it wrong, because now it's like, yeah, 0.40 dead on all the way around. It's pretty awesome. So that's a good resolution for a high quality, I guess, unless somebody else has a tweak that maybe I should try. Because it's weird on the 161. I mean, it is more defined layer pieces. But it's a little bit glossier and smoother. I wonder if that's just like maybe print speed. Yeah, because at the very bottom it's a little bit more translucent, like the slower. Okay, so this black is... Oh, well, appreciate it, Trolling. You don't have to stay on my account. Appreciate you stopping by. Go get some sleep if you're tired, man. It's alright. I mean, if you want to hang out for 30 minutes and then go to sleep, sure. That'll work too. Oh. There we go. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. Alright, I guess we can just go over and tell it to start the new 2427 one. Get that going. Try to be casual. I want to actually start, like, for real producing, like every other week, you know, do a live every Saturday, and then at least every other week until I can kind of get in the swing of things. Like a Monday or Tuesday, do like a real video, like just a uploaded video. The problem I have is there's not, like, I can overthink all the topics that I want to do until it's actually time to record anything, and then I can't ever think of anything that I want to do. So I don't know. I don't know how well that's going to work out, if at all. Because I keep saying I'm going to do videos, and then I never actually do. Some of it, you know, a lot of the response that, like, I want to do a video is, like, I'll see the stuff on the forums and through Facebook, especially like with Octoprint. I'm trying to do this and I can't figure this out and this, and I'm like, one, if you read the on-screen from the developers, it tells you how to fix these different things. But then other stuff is just from experience, you know, oh, I've seen this or this, I know how to fix that, blah, 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 blah. But it's just like, racks my brain that it's like it would be so much faster to just show someone in a video, hey, do this, and then this will work, and then be done with it. But then it's like, I don't want to record it though. Yeah, I need to mount a TV like right on the back side of here, but I mean, I've got my TV to the side right here, but I don't know. Yeah, Scott, I mean, even the stuff that doesn't apply to me on some of your articles, I still read them. They're still a good read for me. But now after talking to you for a bit, yeah, you definitely come out in the article. Like I hear you speaking as I'm reading the article. It's funny. And sometimes that's also just a chuckle for me as I start reading and I'm hearing your voice. I'm like, oh yeah, he would say something exactly like that. It's just, I don't know. It's good times. Alright, so that should be almost preheated here in a minute. I think I need to do a PID tune on the bed. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. Struggling just to get to 50 right now after the reflash. Yeah. I think I just get overcritical on every time I've tried to record stuff. I know, doesn't that first layer look awesome? Sorry. I think I get a little too critical when I'm like writing some of this stuff or even recording. Like the pie video that I have on my channel, that took me two days to record the pie part of it and about 5 more days just to print or to record like the standing up talking part of it that didn't include anything else, because I was just like, oh, that sounds stupid, and then I would delete it and then go to record it again, and then like, man, this one sounds worse than the previous one. So yeah. Alright, finally preheated. Alright, let's get this other one printing. Switch over to it real quick. So yeah, got the layer height 2427 or 0.2427 working on the delta. We'll see how well that comes out. But man, just look at that, all like straight across that back row. I mean, it just looks, that looks outstanding. Man. I don't know why it does that every now and then, that super flip of the speed. But this AT&T modem is driving me nuts. I don't even get all the speed that I'm paying for. I didn't even look at how long this thing said it was going to take. Oh, 10 minutes. That's not bad. The Trunksy, however, has got well, horrible time calculation, but it says 2 hours left. Even though the total print time said 2 hours, and it's already been going for 20 minutes. About the red mark. Well, if we need to talk offline, Scott, I'm perfectly fine with it, but I would love to get your input on what to do with like blog writing. Because, I mean, kind of like the way you got your articles. Because I've got WordPress, and I kind of developed like a base thing. I don't have the pictures updated, obviously, because it's the generic one. But I mean, I got this thing so I can, you know, put some of my stuff down. It's not a publicly thing. It's all hosted on my other computer, but I've never actually like written blogs, so I don't know if there's like a specific flow, or I mean, I like the way your articles are laid out, to be honest. I mean, it makes natural progress for me, so I don't know if I should just write it like that, or yeah, it's kind of how I feel too, trolling. The first layer is done. Man, look at that thing just zooming. Kind of wish they would write the code so that like when it does that travel, because I've got hop on travel, that it wouldn't hop and then coast downward as it's going, because it still catches every now and then. And I don't like that random like drag line showing up even with a Z hop. It still does it every now and then. More mods to the mods. X belt holder needs more work. Yeah, it's kind of how I feel. A lot of my printers, it's like I just can't stop doing the mods. That's not a bad idea, Scott. Maybe I'll just start getting all these things out and just do it that way. Yeah, I don't know if I just got it configured funny or if I missed a setting, but I've noticed that like on large prints, it'll get a little bit of a drag line. Even though I've got Z hop on, it still kind of does it. But see, like that travel move, it didn't do it. That's what I don't understand, is like why it randomly picks. See, that one it did. It's not focused on it right now, but yeah, it sure did it. Anyway. About some of these E3D heater socks. Can't get it to fit right. The E3D sock needs to honestly go on an E3D block. If not, the blocks are just enough of an off size that those socks don't fit right. So I had some CC Tree yellow ones that I thought were going to work perfect, and it's like they're either too long one direction or too wide on one direction, depending on what block I'm using, and it just like it doesn't fit on there quite right. Is that? Oh crap. Let me make sure. The movies. We got like 20 minutes. Huh? No, we got 20 minutes. We'll just make sure that it... Okay. All right. Oh, sorry, Redbox, you know, turn in. I got 18 minutes to turn them in before I get charged for another night. You sure? Positive. Okay. Thank you, babe. I was gonna say I can just run down the street.
You have to put on clothes.
I know, jeez. Alright. Let me catch back up. Okay. Also, we're going to do my slow CNC wired and programmed. Ooh. See, I want a CNC at some point, but I want to wait till I get a house to, like, actually put it in there. Well, yeah, mine's not even 1 millimeter. I think mine is actually, like, 0.2 or 0.4 hop only, just because I was trying to get maximum speed and I didn't want it to, like, lift too much. Welcome back, Sean. Craig, yes, this is an actual genuine E3D. David got it from him, and it's worked beautifully on this one. But my E10 right here behind me, and what will be going on most likely on the kids printer when I build it, because I can't do the direct drive that way with the way that they've got it set up. It's 2 E3D clones, so, and I've used those and they're pretty awesome too. Well, it looks like the wife's gonna take the movies back, so it looks like we'll do it. I mean, it's 3 movies, but I hate paying for more than 1 day. I really do. Haven't seen, so yeah. Ugh. Up to you, Sean, and I guess Scott. If I mean, granted, we could always do it. I don't mind throwing, you know, Hangout kind of in the mix. Let me get logged in. Hopefully, the internet doesn't like go to crap on it. I don't know what's been going on. No, I'm good. Thank you. Google Hangout. There we go. All right. Let's see. Video call. There we go. All right. Copy. Funny. All right. How is it? I can never. Get this thing in. It's not what I want. All right, Sean, I sent it to your messenger. Hopefully you can see it, get it, and all that jazz. All right, so Craig, on the Tronxy, I'm actually printing up. Where is it? Let me shimmy on over to it. I'm actually printing the center panel here with just the one little vent. It's the one of 3 sidewalls for the Delta. So I got to get these outer 2 finished configured. I finally found my cable piece that I need. For the RJ45 for the Raspberry Pi, so that it doesn't have, because right now it's on one side, on this side over here by my hand has got the RJ45 for the LAN connection, and then everything else for power cable is on the other side. So I'm trying to group it on that, on the top one up here. So it'll be the INC switch and the LAN connector on one side with a vent fan. And then this big one is going to go under the screen right here in the front center with the big fan there. And then this is a cutout for the camera, so I can seal in the whole bottom and get good airflow and all that stuff. So yeah, this is the basic one from the last one. I'm finally getting around to printing it. I don't know why it's taking me quite so long, but that's what's there on the printer right now. And yeah, it's my learning Tinkercad project there. Well, I don't know if I did this right. App downloads. Do I need the Chrome app download? Do I need... Alright, so... I don't know. I'm not good with Google Hangouts, to be honest. I hit video call already. Did it... Oh, there's the... Now I've got 2 windows. Okay, there we go. There's the window. Yeah, it's freaking out about my video camera. Okay, video camera's muted. Yeah, this is using... I want that webcam. Yeah, default speakers. Video. I guess we'll do that one. Okay, I think the video call thing is working. Again, I'm not very good at this Hangouts. Alright, so... Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Okay, so it's literally doing 8 layers to get the thickness of the full panel, right? And then from 9 to 58 is just the 2 vertical like sides that go the length. That's pretty crazy. All right, let's see. Where is? No, I need editor. No, that was themes. That's the wrong one. Okay. All right. So what I want to do is. All right. I don't know if I can hear you because I don't know if I set this up right. All right, go ahead.
What's up, people? Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Hold on, let me. And desktop.
I had to put my stock
Right.
glass.
Look at that. There we go. You are large and in charge, everybody.
That's funny. I'm wearing my Taz with the border shirt, actually.
What?
Living large.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess my my phrasing couldn't be a little more perfect. All right. Well, Tony says he can hear you.
Yeah, I see it. What's up, Tony? Sam? Scott? Craig? Dick, James? Spot?
Oh.
More importantly, what sweet ass designs of ours are they printing tonight?
Yeah, I've got to catch up on a lot of yours.
I just put 3 really nice ones up. A couple Skyrim, another Red Dead Redemption piece.
Go ahead, dog. Come on.
I'm sorry, is this better? Shall I eat the mic?
Apparently, my dog is getting jealous that I'm not paying attention to her.
My cat can care less. That's where she's always at. Most of the time, 80% of the time, she don't give a damn. Blew up. Oh yeah, you think I got something now? You perk up, huh? Yeah, I ain't got nothing. Go back to sleep. But she's a pretty cat.
You gonna look at the camera? You wanna look at the camera? No, you just want to get up in my lap.
You and all I see is your pinboard.
Oh. All right, you're getting in the way. Thanks.
Because I'm out, so I just can't see it. You know what? Let me put it on my phone.
What's that now?
There we go. In Hangouts, all I see is your techie dad symbol.
Oh, hold on. Video. Alright.
Thinking about doing a tasty beverage New Year's Eve shooting. Still gonna get Tom, 3D print Tom, to host it. Because yeah, I really suck at all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm glad they joined. Man, what is up with my light? I don't have a volume on it.
It could just be me.
I was gonna say it works wonderful when I'm playing Red Dead Redemption.
Alright, if you say something now, it'll probably come through.
Can you hear me now? Testies, 1, 2, testies, 1, 2.
I think I messed up the audio here.
Well, I haven't hit nothing on my end. I don't think. Yeah, it's all. I don't know.
Is it not pushing through, Scott?
No?
Huh.
I don't know what to say. The same headset I use on all the other streams. I was just on that Friday night 3D print hangout last night. It was fine.
It's probably still the Streamlabs messing with it back and forth. Trying to see how I can get Google Hangouts to just capture like the screen and as my video, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how much closer I can get this microphone. I can talk up a little bit. Is that better? You know, usually I've actually never been told I was very quiet in my life, so this is very different. My whole household, my family, go to my parents' house, everyone thinks we're yelling. We're really not. We're just loud people.
I mean, I hear you just fine. When I get noise from Facebook, it blasts my ears. Oh, well. Alright, I'm moving the desktop audio just a little bit louder to see if that'll help. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of reboots here lately. I don't know what all is going on with my computer.
I don't know either. But as long as they can hear something, it's all good. So anyhow, besides the sound, what is everybody printing?
I don't know.
Oh, that sounds about right, Tony. It probably is. You don't have the headset in, right? You're just going by the computer. It's just your volume.
Yeah, probably.
Can you hear me now? Hey, you know, I heard they were going to ban that song. Do you hear what I hear? Because it was offensive to schizophrenics, but I don't know.
Oh, man. Oh, jeez. That's
I
funny.
told that at my parents' house, and it's such a mix of people there. And they're like, it was the holidays. Like, you know what? I can do that nowadays. That's not funny to joke about. Man, that's what makes America great. You have the right to offend and the right to be offended. Deal with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know it wasn't super long ago, but like even when I was in high school, it was okay. You got offended or you didn't get offended. You just kind of moved on. And then first couple of years in the service, same kind of thing. You just kind of moved on. And then after a couple of years in, it was like all of a sudden, oh, you need to be nicer to everybody. Why? Y'all weren't nice to me, and look, I'm fine. I don't have any of these weird PTSD issues or any of that. Now, I'm not saying like going overseas that's not a real thing. I'm not saying that at all because it is.
No,
But just the new kids coming in of, oh, I've got a stress card. Why? Life is stressful. Just deal with it. That's how you cope and move forward.
Where's
Yeah.
my safe space? What printer are you printing mods for there, Tony? Your printer's left the house for good, Scott? What the heck? And Craig, you sound like the mom from South Park. What? I just watched that South Park Christmas special 2 weeks back. Jason and I sat down and watched that. And oh my gosh, that Mr. Hanky. He's got the poo all over the bathroom, and Dad's like, "Your poor mother has to clean that up." In the background, she's, what? Thank you, Craig.
Yes, Bubba. Huh?
It says that we in a weak spot.
Okay.
Where it hurts.
Okay. Tell him to come here. Man.
The weakest spot in my body is right here.
Okay. I'm sorry. Did you hit your brother?
No,
Well, then why is he saying you hit him?
she threw me.
Who?
Doesn't know.
What do you mean he threw you?
She just threw me on purpose.
Okay. Both of you lay down and go to bed. Don't talk. Don't do nothing. Just close your eyes. Make sure Alexa is playing and go to bed.
Okay.
All right? We've got like 10 minutes and I'm going to be coming in and check on you. You guys better be like on your way to being asleep.
Okay.
All right, go to bed.
Eyes closed, light down, or I'm going to throw a hip over. Come on. What's the age difference between about 2-3 years?
18 months.
18, right ass.
No, wait, excuse me. The boys are 15 months, but to my daughter is 18 months from him.
Now, is your daughter the youngest?
Yeah.
Thank God for that. That may help save my firearms. I was glad I had both boys. It helped save my firearms.
In this day and age, yeah, it's. And she's already got so much attitude as is. Man, she's going to be a handful come teenage years.
Hey, are you any good at putting links up? Can you throw some links of the new designer show that just threw up there?
Oh. Man, where is.
Only because Scott was just requesting.
Where's my. And they're all on your Thingiverse one, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I just posted it.
Come on, sign in.
Sitting there watching Guardians. Actually, I watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I just started a paused it right with Sly and that glass face dude.
I've been trying to watch like all of them again, and I'm up to Iron Man 2 in the first like 20 minutes for the last 3 days because the kids keep coming in and interrupting me.
Oh, so you're trying to do them in order. Yeah, we did that before. And you can't help but rewatch it. Although, you know, it's funny is I put off watching Guardians for the longest time because it was such a huge you know, it's like Suicide Squad. I put off watching it, but I watched both and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really do like the Guardians characters. What's funny though is Sylvester Stallone and these characters in Part 2 were actually some of the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
Alright, here we go. So, let's see, the Red Dead. Okay. One.
Yeah, as long as I got the hangouts in the background, I can go ahead and keep going. I only got about 23 of them. And technically, we had, I don't know, 120 designs up on Thingiverse, and we posted over, I think we hit 202 designs. Really, I have another 3 to 6 in the background. Although I say that, I might just pop it out because I get bored with it.
Yeah. I'm actually just, the third link is actually just straight to your design link that's got all of them.
Oh, you put every one of them. You have to do that. Suicide Squad was awesome. Dude, I remember in our comic collection, actually, I just sold the last of it released when we went to Earth. But man, 8 copies of Suicide Squad #1. It was such an obscure comic, but it was awesome. The artwork in it, the cover.
Let me flip over just real quick. Oh, wrong one. Still just laying down that. Man, it looked good. Other than the travel 2 lines, but still.
What do you got laying down?
So this is side 1 of 3 of. Let me put it over here. Hopefully you guys all see it. Of my Tinkercad design that doing the Delta walls. So I'm printing this middle one right here. I've got a final design for the front. I gotta tweak out this hole for the webcam, and then the back side plate is gonna be the INC switch and the Cat5 converter. So I could just put the RJ45 plug right there and then string it through it to the Raspberry Pi. So it's all interconnected.
You do a lot of practical stuff.
Say again?
You do a lot of practical stuff then.
A lot of times, yeah. At least for now.
Nothing wrong with that. Our stuff is not practical. It get killed.
Well,
Kill.
a lot of my stuff, honestly, has just...
That's such an awesome show.
It's like the E10 that's right here. I need to get my BL Touch actually wired in because it had a lot of need love help. Once I get that finished, I'll be able to actually like start printing fun stuff because I'll finally be done with like my upgrades, other than for the Trunksy after this E2 kit comes in. Nice.
I'm getting ready to put the SPLs up right now for our version of the ball giver. Just,
Hey.
Shh. Hush, you beater. You got something to say. Soup is such a fun word. Anyone who has kids knows how it is. Not really, but the word is entertaining.
You don't have to give me those. Thank you. Nice. Turn in Redbox, and I get some chocolate pretzels.
Oh, nah. White chocolate.
Nah, I would have loved it more if they had white chocolate, but I'm sure they were probably out.
Those lips are really good. White chocolate.
Oh, yeah. What dog? Oh, I guess might as well try to put it in frame here. So on the E10, I finally got my LED wired right. So I got my regular lights, but then I can also do UV lights. So I can do my glow in the dark and let it charge up as it's printing. And actually, what's funny is all the green parts, I know they can't see them in this frame, but all the green parts that are on this printer to do all my mods, they're all printed in the MG Chemical glow-in-the-dark green. So, later...
You got my big dumb old ass here in the main screen. You need to flip it so when you click off and I go back and forth because I can't see anything you're talking about this. It is so micro and I'm doing something in the background.
Oh, well, I don't have a separate webcam that it can use.
Well, it's got to be a way to switch. I mean, most of Hangouts, actually all of them, whenever you talk, it comes up with you. And in the background, it's the other person.
Let me see. Da, da, da.
Yeah, technology is great when it works, Tony.
Yeah, this thing is like really fighting me.
We use Inventor, we use Maya, Fusion 360. We started out our first house designs with SketchUp. Wow, SketchUp just blows out quarters. I do not recommend it.
Okay, it really does not like this webcam.
It likes your channel symbol.
Huh. Yeah, one more thing to figure out.
Played around with Tinkerpad a little bit. You know, play around with sculptures too. I think we're going to be getting ZBrush here in a month or two. Our organic modeling sucks. Really bad. But if it's not a person or, you know, humanoid shape, we can get it done. Believe that. We tried Gizmo Duck. Mr. Buttram had requested Gizmo Duck, and we messed it up for it was like 3 weeks. Finally put the video out and was like, here is Gizmo Duck statue. Our ode to Gizmo Duck, because it is nothing like Gizmo Duck. I mean, it was recognizable, but still, it's just the organic aspect of it.
Mm.
So I just, you know, if you can't make it fake it, so I'd be asking my way through it.
Yeah, Tony, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Oh, right.
It's just so big.
Where's my shot glass, dude?
Jeez.
3 shots and guaranteed a good night's sleep. No, that's not true, because these are actually not. But for most people,
Spectral? I think I've seen that one.
yeah, I watch a lot of movies. We play a lot of games anymore just for inspiration. It's like I played Dragon Hunter, Monster Hunter, that's what it was. You know, I played it for about 45 minutes. Oh, there's the sword I want. Okay, there we go. That was it. Except for Red Dead Redemption 2. First game I actually got into in years. Since the last Red Dead Redemption.
Come on, why isn't it showing the feed? There it goes. Alright, that way we can do both at once. Can look on the printer and see you.
So what are we printing again?
So this is the first of the 3 panels for the Delta. It'll be just covering up the side wall right here. But
Typical boring practice. But it's needed and it's cool once it's done. But it's still not hard to design.
yeah, so I've got the Delta lifted off, and right there, that's the side that we're printing right now. Is actually going to cover and put a small 40mm fan for the pie, and then that'll close up that whole side. And then side 2 will go right here in the front, close that off, and then side 3 will be on the opposite side, putting the INC switch in the other half.
So anybody go download our 2019 glasses?
Not yet, but I saw it, and I'm gonna definitely print a set for the kids.
Don't mind the arms on them. Keep getting the distractions. There's a forest there. 3 versions. We finally got the one that worked.
Nice.
Definitely looking forward to 2019. No longer locked down the freezer times a week. A lot of projects.
Yeah, Scott. That is the movie. I remember that now. Yeah. If Sean can do that one, that'd look nice. It'd be probably hell a long time to model. So many different pieces.
Now that you done teased me, shoot, a little hot mic dressing. Anyhow, send me the link. We'll look at it.
Let's see, how do we forward that one over?
You don't know, I don't know.
Send to.
That's at the top.
No, I wasn't doing it for yours.
I didn't even like Ace Ventura 2 after seeing it in the theaters. I had to watch it a couple times. And I just really enjoyed it.
Shakaka.
That's just Ace Ventura 2.
Of course, you know you got to watch out for the bumblebee tuna.
This one here is going to be 17 in 1 hour and 41 minutes.
Whoa.
Isn't that crazy? What's crazy is I'm actually following you properly. The stupid lazy cat that's still over there. Blue, yes, you. Yes, I see you. Look. Oh, you're gonna stand up now? What? What? Oh, sassy. Oh, you're gonna come all the way over? What's that? Yeah, I'd go clean myself too if it was open. I have no idea what my camera's at right now. I think that's about right.
All right, sent you the pic that he sent me.
Oh, you sent it through Messenger?
Yeah, it's the easy only way I really have to get a hold of you. At least at the moment.
Actually, Messenger is the best way to communicate.
Sweet. Okay.
You can send up to 30 pictures. Your video's not limited. It's a lot better than Twitter or that, actually. Which is weird because I had it earlier.
Yeah, that same Google Hangout link says it's right below it.
Is there,
Could be just my internet not sending you the picture yet.
Jackson?
Brandon.
Yeah, I know. It's a Jackson.
Is what Jackson?
Last name.
No.
No, I don't care. Didn't make the list either. Alright, this is weird.
But it's either showing up as
Facebook definitely blows dogs for quarters. I mean, trust me. Have you looked at Mark Zuckerberg? Yes, it's like Chihuahua in his mouth. I don't know. Just say it.
yeah. So I mean, it shows it sent it to you.
Sorry. I was trying so hard to be so polite and respectful on your channel. Whoops. Mark Zuckerberg blowing chihuahuas. Go figure.
Oh, man.
Cracked myself up. But still, no F-bombs. That's pretty good. Tom 3D print llamas. Oh, you put it on my Facebook. Did you send it to my... Okay, that's not my fault. That's all on you.
I said Messenger.
No, it's not Messenger.
Yeah, it is.
No, but that's through the Scoot 3D.
Well,
I didn't even have that stuff set up, dude.
that's how I sent you the Google link.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I did that to the computer. I have no idea how I managed to do that.
What's wrong, Bubba?
No block. What's up, man?
Huh?
No. We're not gonna
Hold on a second.
What? Yes, tell her to get out here and do that. We were supposed to do it 2 hours ago. Tomorrow? I'll do that tomorrow for you, buddy. But don't be asking me at 12:01 because it's your birthday then. Because I'd probably get up and do it, and I don't want to do that. And there was one. And it is me. And you knew I would be the lone survivor. So, Craig, I've never heard of what you're learning right now. No control on my microphone. Alright, so first we have dead air here. And they don't make it filled with dead air. I'll go ahead and tell it to go. So, this,
Oh, all right.
boy, okay, so we can't tell that joke. That's right fast. Back. I'll tell my little boy in the courthouse with a dead frog on a loose joke, but we'll let that one go.
All right. So, other than story time, what I miss?
No, we didn't quite get into story time. I was just about there.
Uh-oh.
Go back up.
3D software, cut the nozzle hole a little bit. Hey, Craig, if that works. You didn't say like what the limitation was, so you know I was kind of guessing on that one.
What's it say on Barricade's car? Enslaved. What is it? The Transformers, the top car.
Was it to enslave? Oh man, now you're making me want to look it up.
I know, right?
Because every time I read it, I thought that was like the craziest thing that they like just straight up put up there.
Me too. Me too, and now neither one of us can remember.
It's like enslave something and kill.
Oh, Lord doesn't know what to think of the boat that was in her way. She had to go up the arm to get to her spot. Are you good now? Did you eat? You get up to drink? Yes, you. I'm talking to you. If I make that noise, you look right up. What's up, kitty kitty? What? You want a treat? You want a treat? No, I don't have one. No, no. Well, just kidding. No, don't. Why? Shit. I gotta give her a treat. Oh, man. Alright.
And of course, the first link wants to tell me everything about it, but not what I need.
Sit. Sit. Girl. Look at that. She knows how to sit. Good girl. Say what's up. Say what's up, YouTuber. Alright. Here you go. I'll just mess around. I think I would have
To punish and enslave, or to punish and enslave.
to punish and enslave. Okay. I knew it was something enslave. Speaking of punish and enslaving, you really did Nightbot up, didn't you?
Actually, I have Nightbot disabled.
Oh, so it's Nightbot is not Techie Dad?
This is the Streamlabs version of Nightbot that just does the automatic postings. It basically does what Nightbot would do, but I don't have like any of the filters of links and all that other jazz.
Okay.
Because I tried to get Nightbot configured and it was kicking me. I was like, you know, this is just the chat client, and so it just logs in and says my own thing. So
Yeah, when we first started, I was having a hard time when I was at work with apps.
yeah, I had to turn off almost everything, which is why I was going to go to Nightbot, but then I couldn't get it. Like the options are just enough different. I couldn't figure it out, and I was like, all right, I'm not messing with this anymore.
The universe is so slow. I've been sitting here over a movie now. A whole movie, and only got 3 designs posted.
On mine, when I was posting some of my other stuff, it was airing out like almost immediately saying that it couldn't post anything. And then I went into a private window, re-logged in, and it was already there waiting. And I was like, but you just told me you had a problem and it didn't exist, it didn't upload right, but it's sitting there just fine.
That's weird. No, I think it was Chris back in the training. Someone, I think that he was right. The swag is right from all the 3D printer owners at Christmas. They all want to file it, download and print. They're looking for their favorite one.
I was actually just watching somebody else was posting something on one of the, hell, I don't even remember where it was at now. I think it might have been Facebook, but somebody was posting, you know, the little fail pics, and it was like, yeah, here's a screenshot of 20 minutes after I told my girlfriend about Thingiverse for our new printer. It was like their whole text conversation was like, here's 5 things from Thingiverse. Well, here's 10 of them. Here's another 5. I was like, damn. You guys are just sending links back and forth of all the Thingiverse things you want to print. But I was kind of like that when I first got my printer actually working on the ANET before I, you know, disable it. I was doing the same kind of thing, so I understand.
I still got the help box files originally. They were sharing in Thingiverse, put them up to the share like. And then I was like, you know what? We need to design something. Our first design was the people and sword. I mean, technically, I was trying close to 200 designs ago with actual video design process. 2 designs ago. 1 year ago in January. Although I told my boys, I said, we do this well. We do 3 designs a week. By the end of the year, we'll have 5,000 subscribers or more. Yeah, that didn't work out. I don't even know if we're gonna bust 1,200 by years, but still, it's a hell of a time trying.
I'd even be fine with like hitting. I know it won't happen at all because we got a day and a half, but I mean, it'd be pretty cool if I even hit 100 by the end of the year.
You're not at 100 yet?
Nah, 77, 78.
Yeah, it's funny, our inspiration doing this was Jeffrey last year. It was 365 print challenge. I'm like, dude, if you can just print somebody else's stuff once a day, why can't we up the challenge to three designs a week? Which we even upgrade it. So that's 156 for the year. We did 202 for the year. And yet still went mostly unnoticed. Yet Jeffrey had all these sponsors, he had all these subscribers, everyone's like, oh, look at him, how wonderful. And no, it was awesome, not taking anything from it. Damn, we busted our nuts in the dirt. We didn't get hardly any notice for putting our dick in the dirt. That's just sad.
I mean, I know it comes and goes in waves, and really, I'm not. I mean, it would be awesome if I can generate a lot of subscribers and all, but yeah, it's definitely not a main thing that I'm worried about. Yeah, Craig, I like the mirror look. Though the only thing I don't like is sometimes when you have a bad print, I don't know if it's gonna capture it, but yeah, that one shiny dot, like, what is it, right over here? That mirror finish, sometimes it'll just, yeah, it's hard to see, but when you look at it in person, I mean, it's a pretty good mirror finish till it hits those crazy spots. But I think a lot of the issues on this one was just straight up the filament. But we'll see if he was able to come back. Swap that over for a little bit. It's Rhino. It's part of the Rhino reel, where it's that spoolless, just kind of like the master spool kind of thing. But that's all the company does. They're fairly new. They were featured on what's his name, Fun King 3D channel. They've done quite a few of their filaments. I overcooked my gray. I had to finish re-spooling it because I put it in my heater a little too fast or too long, and yeah, no, Shalom, I saw it drop all of a sudden. I didn't know if that was me or whatever, so I left the window still up. But yeah, I overcooked the gray, had to re-spool it. This red is just, I don't know, it's got some issues. Okay, let me see if I can send that back to him real quick, guys. Hold on. Come on. Man, my internet is going slow. Okay. I think it's starting to come back. There you are.
Yeah, there. I need to write it down. I should have made one about searching. My bad. I did just send you a friend request from my personal account.
Yep, I just saw it. I only clicked confirm like 8 times before Facebook finally goes, "Oh, you mean yes?" Like, yeah, that's what it means when I click on confirm.
Oh man, I was right in the middle of posting something on Thingiverse too. That's what caused it. The whole swag of Thingiverse. It is crazy right now. You know what? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop trying to post because it is crazy. Right after Christmas, everyone has new printers. Then they're done that. You can't help but look at everything you want to look up and hope they have something for it.
Yeah. That's the only thing I'm worried about with the new printer that's coming in, because there's not a lot out there. Now, granted, hopefully it won't need much to begin with, but
3:30. I'm gonna go fill my shot glass. I'll be right back. I'll be left front too because I do like it from steel. Think about it.
yeah, Scott, like I said, I mean, I'd be awesome if I can get a good size following, but to me, it's not so much about getting like a lot of following to try to do the whole getting paid by YouTube. I mean, granted, that would be awesome, but I don't really care. I mainly just like hanging out and printing with fellow printers and helping out wherever I can. So to me, it's just fun. The weekly break, yeah. Sometimes I don't feel that way. Sometimes I feel super stressed out doing these things, but like when the printers don't work. But now that they're finally starting to do what they're supposed to do, yeah, it's getting a lot more fun. Yeah. I mean, the job is good, so I don't really worry about that aspect of it, though it would always be nice to have a little more money to be able to get things shifted a little bit better. But the printers that I buy or use, like, I want to actually, like, for real use, not just be like, Chris and get 75 printers and probably a good half of them are just sitting in boxes or just sitting and waiting. Like, if it was going to be a surplus situation, then it would be like, okay, I'm going to either make a makerspace or find a makerspace close by and be like, here, take my excess, and then y'all can play on those printers because I'm not going to use them. Though, if a company sponsored and said, hey, do the build, whatever, I'll use it for a bit. But then after that, if it's not one that I'm like in love with, I just send it off and, let other kids have the benefit of learning from it and all that jazz.
But I'm thoroughly enjoying our dehydrator. We got the house for Christmas. I've made so many different kinds of jerky. We got some dried out banana chips, apple chips, some coconut for the boys. It's awesome. So Brandon, at some point you got to figure out what you really want to print out and let us know. We'll design it, you print it, and we'll do a collaboration.
Sweet. I don't know.
You don't know, I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of it, I mean, right now it's just been the print upgrades and different swaps just to kind of really learn the printer and see what like it can do, what it can't do. And I think I'm right there at the tipping point as we see now, finally printing out some like real stuff that I want to work on. even my wife is starting to like look at into modeling, and like she's doing practical stuff as well. But then the kids, I'm already getting them in Tinkercad. Both boys have already designed a couple of cars and different little toys like to play with, so trying to get them started early. And then here we got a big project coming up. Depends on if this printer gets here in the next like 2 weeks, but we're gonna try to do the Core XY or Core 8 XY. No, I said it wrong. Core XY 88 conversion. So I dismantled my ANET A8 because it just wasn't getting enough like life out of it, and we're gonna 3D print the frame and everything to turn it into a Core XY based computer or printer that's doing square tubing. So have actually the kids like put it together. My oldest really, and have him actually put it together. He's learning so much about designing and how the printer operates now. I figure might as well just keep it going.
Right. Are you still looking for extra PS3 games? Dude, it was in there. We had the microphones, the other games we're talking about, they were all in one place.
Hey Craig, what profile picture are you talking about?
Send us some pictures of whatever you want to design. We'll definitely take a look and give it consideration. Considering we usually do most of the requests, it's a good chance we'll get it done. Unless it ain't stupid. I don't want to do stupid stuff. I'm just saying. I am honest if nothing else. My word's the only thing I've had my entire life, and I've never broken on the table. If I ever give it, I'll give it forward.
I wish more people would actually be in that position.
Everyone nowadays is always quick to say, I promise, and go, shit.
Yeah.
I say, I promise, I'd freaking die giving that promise. Well, not necessarily. I haven't died yet, but I haven't broke my word either. I don't give my word lightly. If it's something I can't control, I'm not going to give it to you.
Yeah. My years in the military definitely taught me that too.
What? Why are you walking around with our BB gun shotgun? Don't point that at my nuts. Not cool, dude. What are you doing?
He's just pacing because of the hour left.
You see that? The cat is looking at the BB. Yeah, she's like, I don't give a damn. It didn't hit me. Okay, you got lucky on that one. Go put that up. Wow. Oh, last time. That was till I loaded it up to shoot your brother in the ass. Aggravating. Dude, that pellet shotgun is so powerful. You do not want to be hit in the ass with it, dude. No, there's no E. Get rid of the E, but it's not Sholem. I am not Golem. It is not my precious. Or with an E. No, it's Sholem. Oh, my precious. It's like a Jewish accent. No, that's not me. It is DC hippie. It's the only thing my parents could say at the time, like Sholem. Try it with an S. They probably couldn't even spell it. But it's an old DC hippie slang that's supposed to be used. Go figure. The backyard. We'll set up tomorrow, buddy. Got a nice horseshoe set. Backyard. Jason always likes playing that. We're at my parents', so I had to get one just for our house. I feel you, buddy. I'm well proportioned. I know the struggle. That one's just for you. I hope Brandon can edit. My bad.
I can, but I don't. I just,
Okay.
hey, whatever's up, it's up.
Still, no, that's fine. Friend request sent. Oh, to me? No, I didn't get that.
Craig, I think you have to go into the
Gosh, that's
Google Plus like profile area. I think that's where you have to go to adjust the picture.
Dude, we paid like $100 for this thing back in the day. Yeah. So, Jason, one of the things he wanted for his birthday, we put $70 towards getting a PS3. So someone I covered the other 60. And we're digging out games. We still got 50, 60 PS3 games easy. And we just come across this. I remember paying $100 for this thing back in the day.
Oh yeah.
PS3 controller. Watch your Blu-rays, do everything right from this freaking thing. Wow, we're idiots. Still trying to figure out how we grew up without cell phones. If I lost my cell phone, I remember like 3 numbers. Mine, my work, and my dad's. That's about it. Hold it. I think he just found something. Oh, there's all our mics. There's your controllers. There's the other mic. I don't care about the headset. You can sing American Idol now. Listen to Simon Grade us to Cameron PS3 like he went school. Are you still there?
Yep, we're still here. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was just kind of listening in.
Not why anyone wants to listen to me, but yeah. Okay.
I remember even at my AIT training in the Army, I got my brand new first cell phone, like that was mine, and it had a pull-out antenna, the the voice speaking piece like flipped out, and that was the only part of it. Like it didn't have anything on it. It was just a thin little piece of plastic to carry the mic, and it had 2 lines of orange lettering, and that was it.
That was the coolest thing ever.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and you were paying freaking 45 cents a minute to talk to anybody. And you couldn't text. There was no internet.
Yeah, there wasn't even really texting. It was hitting the crazy code through a pager.
Yeah, I still got my first computer, which doesn't really say much because it was like 14, 15 years ago. 13? I don't know. I didn't get a computer until I got into work. I was a block job. I was playing block. I got injured. I did training. I bought a computer to do online gambling, make money. And that was awesome, dude. So I got that blue screen of death. For some reason, when I looked up Britney Spears fever shot, I got the blue screen of death. Oh my God, you really did it.
Well, I mean, we only got 9 minutes left.
I know. It's the last 10 minutes I get.
Yeah, that's how it always works.
Damn it. No, that's, I find the best thing when it comes to life.
Yep. I mean, this is going to be more of like family friendly overall, but not specific.
That's the only reason we still have this game with my boy Brett's Undercover. That's when we had real players.
Yeah.
These little pansies that stub their toe and gotta be out for 3 weeks. I stopped watching football when my boy finally retired. I got a lot of autographs to do. That was the Iron Man of football right there. Red Fox. Everyone remembers that game the day after his dad died. The whole country was home. And that was the best game of his career.
Man, that layer looks good.
Oh, what do you got? Some first layer porn?
It's about layer, what is that? 8.
Layer 69.
8 of 58.
Oh. 8 of 58. That's not bad.
That should be the last flat one, and now it should just be doing the vertical risers on either side. Okay, maybe not.
Sounds good anyhow. What's your printed claws and stuff out of?
Say again, I'm sorry?
What's your printed claws out of?
Oh, super rough draft PLA.
Super rough draft.
Oh yeah, with a 0.4 nozzle, I did, I think it was 0.32. I just wanted something to like just even test, and then it's been working decent. I was like, there's no point in reprinting, because I'm gonna end up updating this to a E2 carriage, whole new hot end, everything. So I figure why worry about getting it higher quality.
You know what? Now that you're on the microphone, you need to pull them out. I might trade you out here. I never watched American Idol shows, but we had to get in PS3 just to hear Simon relate to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a piece of crap. But he's so right. Because when I first saw him, he was better harmony than I had.
I think everybody was really taken aback from him because of just how direct he was.
Honestly, it's great. Direct yourself, you know, that's why American Idol went to number 1 in the charts or whatever. TV charts, but I guess ratings. So, you know,
Well, now it's the America's Got Talent now.
I don't watch that. That's why Trump's president.
True.
It is. I'm tired of that double speak political crap. Dumb, smart, I don't care, agree, don't agree. Lisa's gonna tell you what he feels, what he thinks. And it's very entertaining way.
I guess this is the last layer. Oh, I don't know now.
Now, if you were just on 8 of 58, there's no way you're on 58 of 58.
Oh, okay. No. I was just wondering, like, what was going to be the last flat layer before it starts worrying about the vertical walls. Okay, so once it finishes...
Stay on the dehydrator. It needs like another 10 hours. I know it's good. I cooked it. It is very good. Don't touch it. It's not working yet. Go play your game or go to bed. You chose wisely.
Alright, so this should be the last flat layer, and then it should be doing just the vertical walls for the next 50 layers.
I'm having day job. Who's your day? Never been there before?
Had it a couple times.
So what are you saying? You fill your stream in 2 minutes?
Do what? Yeah. I only go till about 10 o'clock and then do the let the prints finish, and then just kind of get ready for bed. Getting too old for all this.
I guess so.
Yeah, about 3 hours of live stream without a build is about all I can really do.
How old are you, Brandon?
36.
Wow, you're like 36 or 62.
Oh, excuse me. No, see, I can't even count. It's 37. That's right.
Wow, look, I'm sorry. 37 going on 84.
Yeah.
My bad. There's that extra year.
Well, see, I gotta mentally prepare for, was it next Saturday? Most likely it'll be the E2 upgrade on the Tronxy. So I know that I'm gonna allocate a little bit longer of a stream for that one, and then when the HE3D K280 Delta comes in, that's got a 600 vertical. So that one will be a couple hours. That's probably going to be almost an all-day build. So, yeah, got to mentally, start in small increments and work my way up to the long builds. I think Mike got moved out of position just enough. A little hard to hear. Well, I think it's more of my Streamlabs than anything.
Yeah, I think so too. But I think right here you can probably hear me digesting this mother.
Yep.
Behave under a screen just for you, friend.
Appreciate it.
No problem. No problem.
Alrighty. About that time.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. We can always do another one. I guess whenever. I mean, we just kind of fly by the seat of the pants on this, other than the occasional scheduled. I mean, usually it's just straight a hangout almost every weekend. So.
Well, we're gonna do a tasty beverage live stream for me to be, and 3D Llama, me, a few others. You're welcome to join. Not sure who's hosting yet, but hopefully not me. But I'll join. I'll be the life of the party just to make you host it. So maybe be the tech.
Yep. Alrighty. I'll look forward to that one.
Have a good night, everyone. If it's easy, take it twice.
And with that, people, we'll say adios to Shalom here, and we will finish up the print, and we will report back next week. Hopefully the printer comes in. Just follow it on social media. I'll post the links and status of what's going on with everything, and hopefully next Saturday we can actually do a E2 upgrade and just have some fun chit-chatting about while that's building. Thanks again for hanging out, and we will catch everybody next weekend.
Sounds fun. See you then.